Hi everyone, we're from the team Sino and I'm Sean, and here's Stephen, and we would like to use the business model canvas to talk about our presentation today. We'll be covering 9 parts, including customers, communication, sales channel, value proposition, key activities, resources, our partnerships, and also the cost and revenue structures. I think I would like to start inviting Stephen to talk about the customers and our value propositions first.
Okay, thank you. Hello everyone, this is Stephen from Sino and I will first talk about our clients and our company's value. So our customer is from our side is we have the students. Also because the students they want some part-time job. Also, they want to make more friends and experience the outside China culture. So, also some freelancer and the people who work in the company, they want to find the part-time job. Here is from the China side, from our side. Also, we have the our customers from overseas. For example, as China economy become booming and more people want to come to China, visit China. So our clients from overseas is the people who want to come to China to travel, but they have a difficult time for the language barrier. For the communication, maybe when they take the taxi, they have a hard time for hailing the taxi. Also, when they go to the restaurant, maybe when they order something, maybe they're vegetarian, but they don't want to eat pork like the Muslim people. Also, maybe other things. So our position is to help them to easier their life in China. About our company value, for the first part is like for the culture communication, culture exchange. So we have the students here. We know here very well. We know the China very well. So our students and also the people who registered in our platform, and we can show them around the local food, the local culture. Also, we can teach some Chinese culture, like Chinese tea, Chinese language. Also from the Chinese students, they want to learn English, they want to practice maybe Germany, maybe Spanish language, so they can study from each other. Also about the traveling experience, and we will show them around, experience the Chinese local tourists, for example in Guangzhou, Dahuoshi, Zhujian New Town, the history of Guangzhou. We will give them a very down-to-earth, authentic introduction, so they don't need to go around, waste time, waste money, hailing taxi, difficult time. Maybe for them, maybe only 1 week, but if they stay with us 1 week, they can experience everything. Maybe they spend 1 month by themselves, they spend not only too much money, maybe go around and lost a lot of time. Also by this, the students and the foreigners, they can make friends, open their eye, open their mind, and from the students' side, they can make some money. Also the people who want part-time job, they can make some income, and from the foreigner side, they can save their time, and they can make some real good friends, because our platform, whenever people want to register in our Sino system, we will do a record like certified. For example, if they have a good reputation record, they will go to the high position. Also, we have the comments. When the people left, they can give us some comments. Same like Taobao, same like Ele.me and this kind of social stuff. So when the clients check the comments, they can pick the one they like. Yeah. So here is our clients and our company value.
Okay. And now start talking about our sales channel and communication. So then regarding the sales channel and communication, we would divide it into 2 parts. First, I will cover the parts for the service provider, because we're mainly targeting the students, while also some other professional people as well. So for students, we're looking at promoting our services through like campus recruitment and also ambassadors, and work with the student union associations. And also, if we want to reach out to them in China, we can use a lot of social media platforms, including WeChat, TikTok, and also other platforms as well. And in order to reach out to our service recipients, basically the foreign visitors, we're looking at exploring the social media platforms as well, including Facebook, YouTube. Also, we might consider having some KOL making videos to promote our platform. For the next part, I would like to talk about the key partners. So in the key partners part, we believe that one of the key partners would be the hotels and also the restaurants. For example, for the hotels, we will be putting some of our apps brochures at the hotels where they can invite the foreign guests to register, and then they can also get some commission back. And for the restaurants, which would be our key partners, because when we're providing our services, they can register as a corporate special food provider, which can spend money to appear on the top list of the search result, and which would make their brand known to the foreign visitors, which has a high purchasing power. So they would definitely be our key partners. And for the next part, I will be talking about the key activities and the resources. So in order to have a deeper engagement with our service recipient, we're looking at establishing connections with the foreign, like the chambers, and also the airline, and also some of the Ministry of the Tourism and also the Culture Department from different countries, so that they would love to introduce our app to their people traveling to China from different countries. And for our service provider, key resources, we're looking at having partnership with the school, different student union, and other bodies in the school that can also help to promote our services and app. So in the last part, I will be covering about the cost and the revenue structure, which we have a discussion on earlier. So in terms of the cost structure, we break it down into different parts. So the first one would be the cost of developing the app and also the maintenance, which we consider as like a 1 to 2 month sort of duration with a total cost of 50,000 RMB. And the second part of the cost would be coming from the hardware services renting, which would be roughly about 5,000 per month. And then the third part of the cost would be the operation staff cost. We would consider having a structure of 1 CEO, 2 people working in the marketing department, 1 technology guy, and 1 assistant, with the total of around 45,000 RMB. And then the last part would be the marketing budget, which we agree on as 50,000 per month, with a total of roughly around 150,000 per month. So that would be our cost structure for 1 month. And then including our revenue, I think it's on there. Okay. So here I have our revenue structure. So we're looking at exploring our revenues from different parts. So the first one is that when any student or service provider want to register on our platform, they need to pay 50 yuan as a deposit. Basically, which means that if they break any community rules, or maybe they disappear and they have really like a bad record reported by our foreign visitors, and then we would take the money back and then give them as a refund to the foreigners, or compensate them in a way. So that would be one source of revenue. The second source of the revenue would be our commission. So for any foreign visitors who actually enjoy our services, we're going to take 10% of the money they pay to our service providers, 10% of the total income as our revenue. So that would be our mainstream revenue. And then the last part would be the revenue coming from our partnership. Because as I just mentioned, one of the big revenue is also when the corporate special food provider want to advertise their business to attract foreigners to come. So then they have to pay 5,000 a month to appear on the top searching list. So as also we discussed about the user sort of scale. So based on our discussion, we're having like a positive estimate on the number of the users. So we're estimating that in the first month after we launch the platform, we're gonna have around 150 students, or we say service providers, and also 150 foreign tourists. So as our estimate number. So based on the revenue calculation, so if we are charging, if we're having 100 people out of the 150 foreign tourists using our services, purchasing a 200 value like a meal with the 10% commission, so the income will be 2,000 yuan. And then the second stream would be the 150 students register who's gonna pay the deposit, which equals to 7,500 RMB. And then the last part would be the advertising fees from the partners. We have positively calculated three who paid 10,000 yuan a month, so that would be 30,000 RMB. So our estimate revenue after the launch in the first month is around 40,000 RMB. So that's the revenue income. So I think that's a brief report of everything. We would like to invite our team to come here and say hi to everyone. Okay, so
Yeah, here is our team from Sino Easy.
Sino Easy, your best
travel
travel partner.
partner.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.